Here we go. We have a question, maximum difference. Although its difficulty is medium, but this is a pretty easy problem. So you have given an integer array ARR. Our task is to find maximum absolute difference between the nearest left smallest element and nearest right smallest element of every element in ARR if for any component of ARR the nearest smallest does not exist or nearest uh, smallest does not exist on right side or left side, then we will consider 0. So this example, let's take this example. So in this, for this example, the left smallest element we don't have, so that's why we have taken 0. For this, the left smallest element is 2. For this 4, for this 4, 4, then for this 8, because we have to just consider the left smallest element, so that's why. So its left smallest element is 7. For this, the left smallest element is 2. So after finding the left smallest element on left hand side and same for right hand side, we have to take the absolute difference and we have to find the maximum difference. So 1 is this, 1 is this. So that's how we will iterate and we have to find the maximum difference. In this case 7 and 3. So 7 and 3, its answer is the absolute difference is 4. So that's why we have taken 4. Before this question, there is a prerequisite, that is this smallest number on left hand side. In this case, we just have to find the left smallest element and we have to return in a list format. So for this, we don't have any element. So in this question, we have to take -1. For this, the left smallest element is 1. So for this, the left smallest element is -1. For this, it's 0. For 4, the answer is 3. For 5, the answer is 4. Find the left smallest element in n square time complexity, but that's not the expected time complexity. So we have to improve the time complexity, and we can take the space. So for this question, we will use stack. And so first, let's find the left smallest element. And I am taking this test case. For this, the left smallest element is null. So according to our POTD, we have to consider 0. So I am first building my left smallest array. So in this case, I will consider 0. But for this case, you have to consider -1. So I highly suggest you to solve this question first. So let's build the approach. We have this, and we will use stack data structure. So its left smallest element is null. So we have a stack. We have to find the left smallest element. In this case, its left smallest element is null. So how do we detect? Because in this case, our stack is empty. So that's why its left smallest element is null. So we will put -1. Then we have this element. We visited this element, so we include it into our stack. Now for 4, the left smallest element is 2, but we don't have to iterate, we just look into the stack top. So in this case, the answer is 2. Then we will push the current element. In this case, the left smallest element present in the stack top. So then we will take this element, stack top element, and put the current element. For this, the left smallest element is not in the stack top, and we have to find the smallest element, the element which is smaller than 7. This is greater than 7, so we will pop this element. Now, if we pop this element, next we have this. We have to check, is this the smaller, is this smaller than 7? In this case, yes. So we have a smaller element which is 4, and now we will include 7. In this case, then next we have 7. So top element is 7, it is equal, but we don't want equal, we have to find the smallest element. So that's why we will pop this element and find the topmost element. So its answer is 4, and we pop this element. Next we will include this element, so we have 7. So next we have 9. So 9 smallest element is on stack top. This is the smaller, this element is smaller than 9, so we will include this element. Next we put 9. So this element 3. So top element is greater, so we will pop out. Next this element is also greater, so we will pop out. Next we check this element, this element is also greater, so we will pop out this element. Next we have this element is smaller, so we take this element and include here. So we pop out 9, 7 and 4, and next we have 3. So what we are doing is, this is our left array, left smallest array. So we are traversing from left to right. So let's write the pseudocode first. Let me give you a idea what we have to do. So we have this current element. So suppose like this element can be 0. So we have to pop all elements, all elements, and now stack is empty. So we have to be careful while popping out the element, while removing the element. So we have to be cautious, and stack size is greater than 0. Stack size is greater than 0, and let's let's suppose we have 3. So for 3 we have to find the smaller element, but in this case this element is greater. So what we can do is, let's suppose this element is x. So x and stack top, we want the stack top element to be lesser. If this element is greater, if this element is greater than or equal to stack top or peak, you can say whatever you want. So in this case top element is greater, so we will pop out. What we have to do, we will remove this element. We will remove this element thanks to in let's take 3. So for 3, 7 is also greater, 4 is also greater. Now 2 element is on stack top. If our stack top is empty, in for the case of 0, the stack is empty, so it means this is the smallest element and no element present on the left hand side which is smaller than this. So we have to include this element. Let's take answer I. So for answer I, for we want to place a element here which is the topmost, which is the smaller element. So if our stack is empty, if our stack is empty, we will include 0, else we take the topmost element, because on the topmost element this element is smaller than x, our current element. Or for this, let's say ARRI, because we want to do this for every element. For in this case it is 0. For now we have 3, so in the case of 0, 3 will pop out, 2 will pop out, and its element, the left element is 0. So that's how. But we are not pushing an element, we are not adding an element into a stack. And after all this, after finding the smallest element, we will push the current element into our stack. We will push the current element into our stack, or x, you can say whatever you want. So that's how we will find the left smallest array. So this is our array, we will build the left smallest array. So let's first solve this question. So this is the prerequisite. So let me give you an idea. We have a stack, and in this case we want to return in a list. So I am taking a list. So iterate for every element while stack is not empty and peak element is greater, and we want to find the smallest element. So that's how we need this check here. If peak element is greater or equal, we will pop out element from stack. Now either stack can be null, stack can be empty. So if empty, we will uh, place -1. And if it's not empty, it means stack peak element is smaller than x. So we want smaller element, so we will take the element, and at the end we will push the element and we return our list. So that's how we solve this question. Let's talk about this question. In this case, we have left smallest element, left smallest array, and right smallest array. So let me first clear this. So after finding the left array by traversing from left to right, we will find rightmost array by traversing right to left. So let me uh, place right smallest array here. So this is our right smallest array. We find our or we fill our left smallest array by traversing left to right, and we find our right smallest array by traversing right to left. Now we have an element here and here. We want to find the maximum element, so we will take the difference here, and we need to find the absolute difference. In this case it is 1, in this case it is 1. So that's how we will find and take out our maximum element. So in this case it is 4, so we will return in this case. So 4 is our answer. But the problem here is actually not a problem, but we can improve this. This is our first iteration. We will find our left smallest array. In this case we need to find our right smallest array. Then on third iteration we have to find the absolute difference. So we have to do 3 iterations, and we want to include 2 arrays, left array and right array, and a stack, of course. But instead of this, what we can do, we will improve this by first finding the rightmost array, then find the leftmost array. So first we find the rightmost array. So this is our first iteration. This is our first iteration. This is our second iteration. Then on third iteration, we will find the absolute difference. So in this case, we still have to iterate 3 times, and we have to include 2 arrays. But this and this traversal we can do in one pass, and we don't need to maintain a left smallest array. We just have to find the current value. We don't need the previous value, we just have to find the current value. So if I know the current value, then second value is available on the right smallest array, then we can simply take the difference and find the absolute difference. So that's how we can avoid the left smallest array and another traversal. So that's how we will improve this times complexity and space complexity. So let's code this. To make it more exciting, I am solving in C++ language. First we need to find n. Next we have a stack, then a right array. So we will find the right array, right smallest array. So first, if stack is not empty and peak element is greater, so we have to pop out the element. If stack is empty, we consider 0 in this question, else we take stack topmost element. Next we need to push. So it's time to clear the stack, and we need to traverse from left to right. So we have an answer variable which we have to return, and next we have to do another traversal. We know the right smallest element, and it is present in the right array, and we want to find the left smallest element. We do the same task, but in this case we are traversing left to right. If element is greater, we will pop out, and if stack is empty, the left smallest element is 0. If stack is not empty, left smallest element is present in the stack top. So we know left smallest, we know right smallest. We need to find the maximum difference. Before this, I am pushing the element. You can do it afterwards. We have answer variable. We need to find the maximum difference, and we have to find absolute difference between left array, left smallest element or right smallest element. Next, we just return it. Let's submit this. And if you guys have any doubts in the Java code or C++ code, feel free to ask in the comment section. And thank you all for watching.